Welcome to another episode of The Epic Family Road Trip. Last night we had a bit of a crash camp. We were tired. So much beautiful scenery yesterday and just quite a long day of riding. And on top of it, we've been in so much dust and wind, it's crazy. So last night we were planning some nice big meal, but we would have been just eating dust and dirt the whole time and it would have been really hard to cook just with the amount of wind and sand flying around. But that camp was pristine when we were there last time, and we just happened to hit kind of a windy time here in Utah, and yeah, it was still a great little camp. I went to bed pretty early, I think at like 7 o'clock, and I didn't wake up until, I don't know, 5 or 6 in the morning, and then I still slept until we all left. So good times. We're gonna be making our way to Moab again, and from there it's kind of destination unknown.
This morning finds us on Onion Creek Trail. This 18.3 kilometer or 11 mile trail is relatively easy to traverse in a high clearance 4x4. Onion Creek crosses the trail about 17 times, but it's never more than about a foot deep. Be careful if you're heading there in heavy rain, as the red dirt turns into thick mud and the area is subject to flash flooding.
A BDR is a good starting point to find those trails, because you might be going halfway through, find an area you like back up there in Castle Valley. If we had more time, we could have gone all over. There's trails up and down the mountains. Depending on the time of year you're at, you're gonna have a lot more options of trails to go through. So again, the BDR is just an epic starting point to get out there and see things that you wouldn't see otherwise. And you can then plan more trips afterwards. Like, definitely if we're ever back here, I'm not just gonna stay in the tourist area. I would love to go back up into these backwoods and just see what's to be seen in there, because from the taste we got of yesterday's driving, it's pretty amazing. Still amazed by this place. Oh wow. Yeah, it's like what we saw from a distance. Oh my goodness, look at that balancing rock way up there. You could push that thing over. Wow. was saying yesterday, it's really different coming in through here nowadays. First of all, with the higher water, but how green everything is. Like where that farm field was, I didn't even recognize the area. I thought we were still farther away, but it was just because everything was so green. This is why I love my seedy adventure boots. Completely waterproof.
The views on this trail are absolutely stunning. Incredible red rock formations are visible everywhere you look, and the colors seem to change around every corner. From red rock to green and blue sediment, and the stunning contrast of greenery on the red rocks with the brilliant white snow-covered La Salle Mountains in the distance.
It's a fun trail. Kind of sped through it, but all the water's a lot higher than it was before, and it's a lot warmer, so it's actually kind of pleasant.
After coming to the end of Onion Creek Trail, we decided that in order to make up ground on our journey northward, we would need to get off the trail for a bit and hit some paved roads. Our first stop would be in the town of Moab, Utah, where we plan to rent a U-Haul trailer for the bikes so we can get on the highway northward. We were all getting pretty hungry, so we decided to stop for a delicious burger at Milt's Stop and Eat, Moab's oldest restaurant. First opened in 1954 by Milt Galbraith, much of Milt's remains the same as it was in 1954, including their delicious burgers and refreshing milkshakes.
Nice hot day, cool drink for everybody. This place is a bit of a classic. We stop here every time. It's at least in the summer when it's open. Just one of those burger joints you can't miss. So check it out if you're ever in Moab. Dan, did you get a drink?
$1.41.
Chocolate strawberry for each. Bring it to the kids. I gotta get the meal.
and peach.
Funless burgers. Where's the forks and knives? Really low.
We are now making our way north through Utah. But before leaving the Salt Lake City area, we make a couple of quick stops.
Cool. Yeah, so I'm pretty excited about that. It'll be my first archery hunt.
Nice.
So I'm pretty excited.
Archery.
Good to see you.
The first one is to visit our friend Lucas at Grizzly Forge and the Black Rifle Coffee Company.
Alberta, nice.
Yeah, the rivets.
What is that? An elk?
So this is all
Oh, pipe. Are you kidding me? That's
yeah, it's an old pipe hawk.
So bury the hatchet, smoke the pipe, you're doing both
Exactly,
of this.
that's where it came from.
Oh.
It's always great to stop by the forge and spend some time with Lucas and his wonderful family.
I love watching everything go ways.
Next, we stop in to say hi to Paul and the team at Equipped. This is the place to get yourself properly equipped for your next overland adventure.
Yeah, I decided my life was getting in the way of my...
And we just finished the outside of it, getting all that attached on the side over there.
And it has a fan.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, you can totally stand in there, Pete.
Wow. So that flips over. Yeah, these things are huge.
What we also figured out is that you can take those cases, pack them on top of here,
Oh, yeah.
and now you have a standing level for food prep and
Oh, nice.
anything you want to do
Oh.
there.
Right,
The
it's
fridge
like a
can
table.
open in here or out.
That's nice.
So it makes it nice that way. We use the smaller Alu boxes are our kitchen kit. We need to fit it out with one of the Room-X divider
Right.
systems, but that works out. And then this is great for pantry. These become the steps to get in and
I
out
see.
of the back.
Makes sense.
Very nice. I just like the idea, like Pete was saying, something modular like this allows us, because we have to continually change our configuration.
Very versatile.
You move a box, you move one back. That's kind of the setup we need.
But sometimes when if you live in it as well, it's kind of also your private state.
Alright, so they just called on the radio. We saw the Jeep pull over on the side of the road and they had a heavy smell of gas and the engine quit and it won't start. So we went up to the next exit, turning around. We're gonna go back to the exit, the last exit we got off, turn around again and then pull up behind them, but it doesn't sound good. Hopefully it's not a blown engine. That'd be, that'll slow us down for some time, but we'll see what happens.
What do you think it is?
I have no idea. Something would have burst. It's just, I have no idea. Well, we were just kind of driving along the road and just lost all RPMs and pulled over to check it out. We started smelling what smelled like a lot of gas and everything, and we thought maybe we left our cap open and started driving with it. At first that was my initial thought, but then popped out and took a look and there seems to be a big oil spill coming right out of the center of the engine basically, and the engine won't turn over now, so we're kind of worried that it blew that.
Started to like a banging noise, or
No, it just went and lost all RPMs. Like we tried
I
shifting it
just-
down, it went 0, and then
I lost all power. I just cruised it over to a stop. And I turned it off as fast as I could.
that's
from when we pulled over here.
Check the oil. See if it's empty.
We checked the engine oil and it appeared to be full and clean from our last oil change. It's Saturday morning and all the auto repair shops are closed. The nearest town is Pocatello, Idaho, about 30 minutes away. Dad begins calling around to see if he can get a tow truck to tow us off the highway and deliver the Jeep to a repair shop in Pocatello. It looks like we're going to have to get a hotel and wait until Monday for the shops to open and diagnose and hopefully repair the Jeep. No sooner had Dad called a tow truck company when he turned around and there was a big yellow truck pulled up behind us.
Tow truck coming, is that you or?
No, I'm not the tow truck coming. If you got one coming, I was like, I could probably pull you on the back of my truck, but...
He was not the tow truck company we had called, but a fan of the Epic Family Road Trip channel who happened to be going by. Chuck recognized us stranded on the side of the road and turned around and offered to tow us to the nearest town. He asked us where we were headed, and we said about 5 hours north to Bozeman, Montana. He replied, "That's where I'm going. If we can get the Jeep loaded on the truck, I'll take you there." We couldn't believe it.
It's pretty amazing. We were just sitting here while Dad was making some phone calls, arranging what our next moves would be, and Chuck is actually a follower of the channel, so he recognized us on the side of the road, and he's, of all things, he's heading towards Bozeman, Montana, which is our ultimate destination, so it might work out just absolutely perfectly.
That's amazing. An answer to prayer.
Unbelievable. The adventure continues. We haven't even stretched this one, but this would be a good time to do it. Hey Pete. It won't start, so hopefully we have enough battery power to tow us up there. That's going to be the only challenge.
The key's in it, and I can turn it on, but I gotta make sure I
Yeah.
can steer it.
Right underneath,
So we did have enough battery power to winch it up there. And yeah, looks like we're good. I guess strap it down and off we go. Amazing turn of events. Pretty unbelievable. We had a tow truck, but he just came to say hi. He was going by. He's heading on his way now. Nice folks in this region of the world. We have the best fans.
I know.
It's uncanny.
But the chances, like, it seems like every time we get into one of these situations, the perfect outcome always happens.
It's amazing. I just can't believe
It blows my mind. It's like he's our guardian angel or something, and he's doing all this for us.
And he's going through Bozeman.
It's just crazy. What are the odds? It's kind of...
It is.
It's pretty emotional.
It is
Like,
kind of heartwarming.
No kind action ever stops with itself. One kind action leads to another. Good example is followed. A single act of kindness throws out roots in all directions, and the roots spring up and make new trees. The greatest work that kindness does to others is that it makes them kind themselves. Amelia Earhart.
It's awesome. Can't believe we're here.
I just go straight down the belt right.
Watch.
Keep coming straight.
I think I'll be fine.
Yeah, you're on hook.
That's good. Anywhere in there.
Got the brakes.
You don't got power brakes either, so.
Straight brake and a bit farther.
It'll roll into the left.
Yeah.
Wow.
Good enough for government work.
Well, Chuck, I don't know, man. You
Alright.
went by. You deserve it. Wow.
Yeah, it was really nice talking to you.
Yeah.
Nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you. Thank you so much. That means a lot.
No problem.
To our whole family.
Thank you, Chuck, for your act of care. For us, care means to create a remarkable experience, and that's exactly what you did for us. Your random act of care inspires us to do the same and to always be looking for opportunities to brighten somebody's day.
Hey! Hello! Good to be in the valley again.
What a day you've had.
Yeah.
Good to see you too.
Hey, Clay.
Hey guys. Welcome home.
See you. Hey, Clay.
Hello. Hello.
What a
Hello.
story.
Good to see you.
Good to see you too. How are you?
Good.
Well, good to see you.
Good to see you.
Yeah, what a crazy story. There we are, broken down. This guy drives by in a vehicle hauling truck, you know, those huge one,
Yeah.
and goes to the next exits, goes 10 kilometers, like 8 miles back, turns around, pulls up behind us. You guys need help? I'm a big fan of the channel.
Nice.
Well, what an amazing day. I never thought I'd see that sitting here, not in Bozeman. 4.5 or almost 5 hours drive from where we broke down. But miracles happen, and here we are. So we're back reunited with our good friends, Clay and Rochelle and family. And we're going out to get something to eat. So all is well that ends well. Hope you enjoyed this video, and always believe miracles do happen.
Hi. Good to see you.
Birthday, too.
Oh.
12 now. It's crazy.
I think you really missed you. Good to see you again. Oh, look at you, birthday boy. Aww. That's
Dry your tears, boy. Dry those tears.
You guys had a long day. Yeah.
Worked out pretty well though.
I heard. I do. Hey, Peter.
Hey, how's it going? Happy birthday not that long ago.
Yeah. Now we get to take you out for pizza.
I can't believe we made it.
Oh, so glad you did.
What an adventure.
With one Jeep down, Clay lent us his 4-wheel camper, and we set up camp under the shadow of the Bridger Mountains.
And in the meantime, we'll see you down the road.
Alright, so we just picked up the Jeep Vandy from the dealership, and it was a gas line, and now we're taking it back to get the heater put in. So it feels good to be back in the Vandy, that's for sure.
We are so happy that Vandy did not have a blown engine or any other very serious problem. The ruptured fuel line was repaired, and Vandy is ready to get back on the trails. And now these three remain: faith, hope, and love. But the greatest of these is love.